Hello.
Good evening. How are we doing?
We've had a good week, thank you very much, Sue. Hello, Charlie Grant.
Yes. We all ready for Sunday?
The big game.
I think people are going to be saving money tonight, so it might help us with numbers. That's my feelings. If you're watching us on catch up, just jump ahead 9 minutes 36 seconds, and that's when the quiz starts.
Get the drums and the trombones ready. Mark ready to clap if I'm lucky enough, says Christopher Reese.
Indeed.
Time will tell. Oh, neighbours are talking. Let's shut the windows.
It's your shoulder. So let's see what other comments we're getting. No, it's just your usual people. So a quick nosy at numbers. Baggy chicken knickers, indeed. Oops, I've still got sound on mine. That's better.
Come on.
So what are we all up to? What we all been doing?
Apart from celebrating.
Yes. How was your head the day after? I was quite drunk after the game. Chatting to over the wall. Neighbours had a couple of friends round next door, and chatting over the wall to them. So they invited me round eventually, and they had in the garden they had a beer table out. Well, basically a decorator's table out, which they were inviting me into beer pong. Something I'd never played before. I'm actually very good at it. But so was the other person on the other side. And I left here and I can't remember most of it. Bit of an admission, but there you go.
Right. Evening, guys. As you can see from the score sheet, I am Noski's lone servant tonight as Mike is in hospital having a fall on Tuesday. Fractured scapula and a couple of cracked ribs. We'll get well soon to you, Mike. Yeah,
get well soon. I've had cracked ribs and they're sore.
Hope you get some morphine and you can conk out. Hello, my two favourite guys. Hello, Jackie Cartwright.
Yeah, I didn't mind skiing on the simplest of falls. My pole got caught under this bit here.
Your pole? How big is your pole?
My ski pole. And indeed. And basically cracked a couple of ribs. And obviously I was just on painkillers that I could get and alcohol for the rest of the week.
Perfect mix, that painkillers and alcohol.
It was a good excuse to have alcohol.
Just what the doctor ordered. Mixing drugs and booze.
Ribs are really sore because there's nothing you can do with it. They used to strap them up, but they're actually best left as they are.
I'm going to give the old video a share on my Facebook as well, just to make sure everyone can see it. Who needs to see it?
Hi guys, guess who's checking in from Kerno, says Roy. Do you know how many are in our team tonight? Do they not have internet properly down in Cornwall? Do they not have telephones?
No, I don't know. I think Mark needs to change that shirt, makes him like a teenager, says Kathleen.
Oh, cheeky git. Say it as I see it, cheeky git.
Good evening, Bev, over on YouTube.
So what's everyone got planned for Sunday?
We shall see if she's the brains of the outfit or not, says Joe. I think you are. I don't think there's any movie questions in there tonight, from what I can remember.
I think there's one.
One? Wow. That's not good, is it?
I think there's one I put in. Yeah, the very last question. Yeah. Which I think you will get, actually, John.
Got confidence in you, I like it. Gremlin Friday on you for that telephone comment. It'd take more than a t-shirt to make Mark look that young. That's what Danny would say. Laura Strong made it. Hello, Laura Strong.
Phew.
Phew.
Phew, Barney McGrew.
Mm.
So what have you got planned for Sunday? Have you got any parties ready for the football?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably going to go over with my girlfriends and watch it there.
Yeah.
I actually watched the last match, and I was semi-interested in it.
It was good.
Yeah, I wasn't reading my book. I decided to watch it and look at my phone at the same time. So yeah, for me that's high praise. I was semi-interested in the football match.
Next door, I've got their TV out in the garden on Sunday, so they've invited me around.
Going to be in your area tomorrow. We have a flyball competition in Ringman near Lewis, says Joe. Ooh.
Ooh.
Down our neck of the woods. Unfortunately, there's no quiz you can come and visit. Hello, Linda, over on the YouTube. No hangovers here on Thursday. My husband and his brother were celebrating with sherbet dips and popcorn. We know how to party, says Sue. Yeah!
I woke up on the following day, I can't remember, on Thursday morning, with a graze down my leg and a really sore arm. I have no idea why.
Jackie's doing a tennis final, then a football final. That's Sunday sewn up. Double sport, double feature picture show. Sounds fun. I wish I liked sport. That'd be a fun Sunday for me.
I used to like tennis, but then it just got too technical and there was no fun to it. But it's not as bad as watching paint dry.
No.
That's just cricket.
You mean that?
Yeah. Just wait for the responses to that one coming back in.
Hello, Kim.
Hello, evening to you, Kim.
Where's the trouble? Where's the trouble child today?
Kim, have you ever read Harry Potter books? Or seen the first couple of films?
No, I don't know where to go with this. Oh, he's here, says Kim. Oh, I thought we could have an easy night then.
Hello, Debbie.
Hello, Debbie, with a little wave. No, men's tennis is the best.
So, Kim, all I'm saying to you, there's a nice bit of accommodation in Little Whinging that you might consider for Danny.
Karina says you're probably explaining how to play beer pong, Mark. That's how you got the injuries.
You're a cheeky one, Karina.
I was going to join, but I'm not going to bother now. It's just Danny O'Shea.
No.
Good evening, Fire Breathing Products are here. Hello, Carrie Lee.
Bobby's in the house. We're quizzing at his request. Ooh.
Bobby's got good taste. Well, you knew that already, didn't you, Debbie?
I like it. I'm just checking the felt balls are there.
Is Matt wearing his Thunderbird 3 uniform, says Chris over on YouTube. Danny O'Shea says it's Mum's birthday today. Ooh. Did you get anything nice? Like a day off?
Or a rental agreement on somewhere else.
Right. There's the girl.
There.
Got my tiny keyboard.
Oh, that's cool. On the music front,
The tiniest keyboard.
good friend of mine, Josh Renton, has got a new single out. It's really good. I call him Mr. Melody. He just writes really catchy, hooky songs. So do check him out on Spotify. Josh Renton.
Oh, Danny, you got us back there. I like that. She did want a day off, but then I made her do this quiz. She's gutted.
Ouch.
Well done. You get a good laugh out of them. I like that. You got us right up there. Yeah, happy birthday, Kim. That's from Roy, who was the first one to say it. Happy birthday to you.
What the noise is?
Yeah, all my fingers cracked. Just remember, you started it, says Danny O'Shea.
No, we didn't. You did. You invaded Poland.
Showing your age there. Right. Let us get then onto that one. I'm going to stay as Charlie Grunt and Danny O'Shea tonight because I think there were some standout names from Wednesday. Right, we shall see you in just a second. Here are tonight's rounds. See you in a sec.
To play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Smashing the glass and then a stupid argument. Something they said and because he didn't like it. Even though knows you, doesn't care cause he's barely even sober, doesn't know what you're doing, what you're saying, something's brewing in the air, you can feel it tonight, you're not alright, cause when he's broken and bleeding, he speaks without speaking, he says he'll fight to defeat them, takes it to the street end until he's broken and bleeding. I speak but I'm speechless. It happens every weekend. Happens every weekend. Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor.
Thank you as always to the Wonderful Rats for their theme music. You can find them at facebook.com/official rats, all one word, otherwise it won't work.
I like how you said that. Also on the music front, Music Venues Trust, I've got a tie-in with the National Lottery that's putting money into grassroots venues. There's a whole range of new gigs that is buy one ticket, take a friend. So it's basically two for the price of one. Top of the bill on all of the gigs, I think, is the amazing Tom Jones. You'd be able to see Tom Jones in a small, intimate venue. Tickets go on sale at 8 p.m. on Monday. Do check it out. Just search for Music Venue Trust and follow the links from there. There's a whole range of different artists. Sam Fender's on there, lots of other people in various venues up and down the country. Do check it out. As I say, the money goes to the venues. It's underwritten by the National Lottery, and you can see people that you would never see again in small venues, basically because they've outgrown the venues. But it's them giving back to those venues that develop their talent. Because even Tom started off in grassroots venues back in the day.
Indeed. Thank you from Kim O'Shea. Thank you very much for your donation there. Crime and Punishment. Hobbies, same thing for some, says Charlie Grant. Or another name for this quiz, says Danny O'Shea. Danny O'Shea. Yeah, speaking of money, paypal.me/quiz. Actually, you can give us a donation on there if you so choose. If you can't, then sharing and tweeting and all that other crap makes sense.
Language, Timothy.
Crap isn't a swear word. Right, okay.
Sarah says she's trying to multitask.
Good stuff. Is it busy in the kitchen, Sarah? Right. Oh, we got a copyright claim from Warner Music earlier as well.
On what?
Beginning of the quiz.
On rats?
No, they're just a random piano noise.
All right.
Anyway, right, round number one.
Did you dispute it?
I did.
Good.
Is this?
What it says round two? It should say round one.
Oh.
That's the one bit I didn't check.
One bit you didn't check. Oh well. It's round two, but it's technically round one. We're only on the first round because we've only just started. So it is actually round one. Put it that way. Round 1. I'm going to do evens in this round.
Okay. Which American president was assassinated in a theatre? 1 point each for first name and surname.
Having to do with my family, they didn't want to join, so I have to miss this one, says Martine.
Oh.
Well, we'll see you in the next one, Martine. Enjoy having dinner with your family.
Or you can have a sneaky catch-up later on.
Roy says, told you, gremlins. Yeah, it's because of you. You cursed us. A pox on your family, sir.
The cursing Cornwalls.
Cursing colonels. Number 2. Which actor plays the offbeat sleuth Jonathan Creek? Point for first name, point for surname. Get that back on.
Are his middle names up there? No?
No.
That's a shame.
First name, Mr. Last Day President. 2 points to Charlie Grant. No.
And you haven't even got Sarah here properly to give you points.
I remember back at the beginning of the quizzes when you did a round 3 that was round 2 or something. It was very confusing, says Debbie. You mean something that Mark explained to you is confusing? Say it ain't so.
I'm glad you slapped yourself across the face. Saved me having to do it.
It's the only thing that keeps me feeling alive. Right.
Question number 3. In the Bible, who was murdered by his brother Cain?
Obviously not Cain Wheel.
Or Cain on your backside?
That and all.
Oops, that was lucky.
It was lucky. Thank you for liking our Instagram and Twitters.
I'm going to have to change this, it's getting too warm.
Question number 4. Ooh, this is a fun one. This might be the hardest of the round, but if you are a law graduate, then you'll know this. What is the crime of embracery? So if you're up to date with your crime, what is the crime of embracery? And it's not a big hug.
Is it using needle and thread and doing a horrible picture?
My brother is home joining the quiz tonight, says Danny O'Shea. Hello, brother of Danny O'Shea. Are you the one that your mum likes?
Hello, brother of Danny O'Shea. Are you violent? I hope so.
So, embracery. Is that an old-timey word for it? Do they still use it?
No, I think it's still technical. It's a technical word for it.
Weirdly, she hates him more than me. Says Danny. A family full of hate. Love it.
I wouldn't have thought that was possible, to be honest, but there you go. Question 5. What is the name given to the crime? What's the matter?
I cracked my neck. I did it really quick and I hurt myself.
You're going to calm down?
Yeah.
You've started tonight's quiz really hyper. That has to be said.
Yeah.
Slapping across... Probably a knock-on effect of slapping yourself across the face.
Could be I'll put myself up. He's my favourite son, Kieran, says Kim.
Ooh. Cat among the pigeons. Anyway, let's get back to the question. What name is given to the crime of deliberately burning someone else's property?
Hashtag pain in the neck gate. Exactly, Mark. Hashtag pain in the neck gate. I'm going to do the thing for our names. I'm going to turn it into a slideshow. So when throughout the quiz, it's going to play all the old favourites of our names that we've had. I'm going to figure out how to do that. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm going to do it.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Mm.
You can do slideshows on there.
I'll tell you when we're going to recap. Caught silent. I'll tell you how to do it.
Moving on. Question number 6. Ooh, number 6. Name the ex-head of FIFA who was banned in 2015 for taking part in any FIFA activities. Just like poor old Rudolph couldn't play in reindeer games. So point for first name, point for surname.
That was really random.
I know. Point for first name, point for surname.
Oh, someone's give us a like.
Thanks for the likes. Dumb and Dumber are my favourite names to use, says Danny O'Shea.
I know, because it makes you feel better.
Indeed. Setting the bar low there, aren't we?
I would think it can get much lower. Really.
No.
Moving on, question 7.
Okay.
Lee Harvey Oswald supposedly killed JFK. But who killed Lee Harvey Oswald a few days later?
Lee Harvey Oswald
Yes.
from the Cotswolds.
Yes.
Thank Frank, love the new name, says Bev. I'm trying to use my tiny keyboard, so I've got enough space on the desk so I can put my arms down. And I missed out the the R for Frank. So again, for this one, you point for the first name, point for the surname for all of these, unless they go by a single name. If Madonna killed JFK, then it would just be Madonna.
Mm.
And so on and so forth. Alright, moving on. Question number 8. Question break. What was the name of the former British Army major who cheated his way to the maximum prize on TV's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Kathleen says we literally studied this last week in school.
Ooh. I wish we did more of the modern history in school. We ended up learning about the Tudors and the Crusades. I want to learn about JFK and all that sort of stuff and the civil rights movement. That was always interesting to me. I'll give a toss about Tudors.
I think it was too new for me.
Yeah, probably was. Yeah.
It was too not considered history,
Yeah.
just things that happened in the last few decades.
Yeah, it's like the Iraq War wasn't history for me, but it would be in 10 years. 10, 20 years. SKS, small keyboard syndrome. Indeed, says Telegram. Makes my hands look massive.
Look, he's got something that suits his size, so leave him alone.
We always run out of time, so we rush through it at the end, says Kathleen. Makes sense.
Question 9. Which epic gangster TV drama is set in the lawless streets of post-war Birmingham on the cusp of the 1920s? I tried to have a bit of drama today.
Yeah, I can tell.
It's a lot of words. I didn't want to just...
Indeed.
That's the one thing we've been talking about, is how we will have to go back to how we phrase in the quiz situation in pubs, because we speak slightly different in the pub situation.
Yes. Right then.
Oh my god, we've got flirting going on between two of our quizzes.
Good God. And finally, question number 10, before that all goes to pot. Number 10, who in December of 1955 was arrested for refusing to give up her seat to a white man in Montgomery, Alabama? Are you saying you make sense in the pub, says Danny? Well, people have had a drink, we don't make sense in it to anybody.
We do when they've had a drink.
Yeah. Alright, so that is your 10.
That's your 10.
And we can pop ourselves back to this screen there for a second.
And I think it's time to talk about how quiz actually has felt balls.
So there we go. There it is.
I just added tiny balls this time.
And the tiny balls.
I'll try and do it that way so you can sort of get a sense of them.
A sense of scale with the balls. Good evening, Mark and Alex, says Sam. Hello,
Hello,
Sam.
Sam.
Right then. There we go.
Nice to have someone nice saying hello to us, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's the donate button. And of course, there is Nick's. Can multitext apparently just left a freezer open, says Sarah.
Oops.
Yeah, I can tell there's a bit of a draft.
Right, well, while this is going on, I'm going to change this because it's too warm. Your room is really, really warm today.
I'm actually okay for once. I think it's that t-shirt. It's got to be.
I don't know.
Oh, look at that. Look, I'm wearing. It looks like I'm wearing a big fez. I'm wearing a big fez. So yeah, me and Mark had lots of conversations today about all the things that we need to start doing as well, coming back to pubs and things like that. Recruitment for venues and all that sort of stuff. Very exciting. You know, 2 years ago it would be very boring to do all this sort of stuff, but the fact we've had a year off doing just virtual stuff to actually start talking about the nitty gritty with venues and stuff, really fun and interesting. So we're really looking forward to it. We're jumping on the old wagon, getting ourselves sorted for that. So lots of things happening. So me and Mark are taking a lot less time to do our leisurely activities and do a lot more focus on the work stuff, which is quite interesting. Fezzes are cool, says Linda. So are Stetsons.
Unless you happen to be River Song.
Lee Harvey killed JFK, but who killed Marilyn Monroe? The mob. The CIA.
The doctor that injected her, apparently.
Oh, I sounded like Yoda there. Like Yoda I sounded. Checking on that donations. Oh, we got Karen Lee as well. And we got Kim O'Shea. I could have read out both of those at the same time, but there you go. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've also got a couple of late donations from the last quiz. From Jamie and Peter Lacey, so thank you very much to you. We didn't get to mention you on the quiz, but you did post afterwards, much appreciated. So you did change the shirt, said Kathleen. Well,
yeah, it was very warm.
A long time ago, Mark used to change his shirt 3 or 4 times a quiz.
Without commenting on it.
Conspiracy theory, says Linda. Indeed. Conspiracy theories are only theories unless they're true. I was reading a thread about mysteries that, you know, everyone always says, what's your favourite unsolved mystery? And people are like, what's your favourite mystery that eventually got solved? And I didn't realise, obviously because it was before my time, that they didn't even know where the Titanic was until the mid-80s. That shocked me. I didn't know that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought they always knew where it was because it's where you pick people up, but yeah, they didn't even find it till the 80s.
Well, they didn't have GPS in those days.
No, but you would have thought it'd be where people got rescued. Yeah, that was quite interesting. Right, I think that's easy for the 10. Moving on, yeah. Anyone need any extra time? Doesn't matter, you won't be able to tell anyway because of the delay. Right. Wasn't an overly hard round. Nice one to warm you up, I think. Indeed. Fire in your belly. Right. Okay, so let's get on with it then. Let's get rid of that to donate there. It's going to get in the way. So 2 points for all these, points for first names, points for surnames, as always. Let's get on to it.
The American president assassinated in a theatre was Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
There's all these, you're speaking about conspiracy theories, there's all these things about Abraham Lincoln and linking it to JFK shooting, that they were, one was going to a theatre and the other one was at a theatre going somewhere else, and the people that were with them. Most of that is just pure urban myth. They're actually not true, all those
I do think
similarities.
John F. Kennedy is related to Lincoln, though.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about all the things that they were meant to be similar.
The actor that plays Jonathan Creek is Alan Davis. Good old honest Abe. Out of Alex and Mark, who would kill me first? Danny O'Shea.
Your mother.
Yep.
She's closer to hand.
Indeed. Your question?
Question number 3. Murdering Cain was the aptly named Abel.
And their secretaries have the same name combo, said Kathleen. Interesting.
So we had Adam and Eve, and then it says in the Bible that Cain killed Abel, and then Abel went off. Sorry, Cain was killed by Abel, and then Abel went off to find a wife. Who? Adam, Eve, Cain, and Abel. Who?
A mutated snake. I don't know. The crime of embracery. Very well done if you got this one. It is in fact jury bribing. But Al Capone did a lot of embracery in his time. Mark would tie him up, and Alex would administer the poison.
I wouldn't tie him up. It's too much effort.
Now abolished under the Bribery Act. Oh. Thank you from Suzanne, Martin, and Layla. Much appreciated for your donation.
Question 5. Deliberately burning someone else's property is arson.
Benga.
Because basically, if you do it, you're an arse.
Number 6. The ex-head of FIFA that was banned in 2015 for taking part in FIFA activities. It was, of course, Sepp Blatter.
My favourite bit with him was when the English comedian managed to get to the front of the stage at the World Cup announcement and just threw tons of false money at him.
Nicola says, we've put bribery. Well, bribery would be called bribery, wouldn't it? Specifically jury bribery.
I'll give you 1 point because it's specifically jury bribing, but I'll give you 1 point for bribery.
Fair enough.
Trying to be kind.
Indeed.
Lee Harvey Oswald, called JFK,
Supposedly.
But killing Lee Harvey Oswald was Jack Ruby,
The nightclub owner.
who basically was dying of cancer. And his family basically lived very well afterwards.
Well, it's probably tied to the mob as well. Right. Number 8. The name of the former British Army Major who cheated his way to the top prize on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Of course, being brought into the highlight.
That is a donation asking to see your knickers.
Well, of course. Oh, good God. Hello.
What happened there?
I don't know.
There's your knickers.
There you go. Yes. Anyway, being highlighted again from the TV show Quiz that came on early last year, it was Charles Ingram. Charles Ingram from number 8.
Kathleen Butt, who killed Jack Ruby, cancer, I believe.
Himself, technically.
Which epic gangster TV drama? It is, of course, those Peaky. I said pesky there. Those Peaky Blinders.
Oh, it's Peaky Blinders.
Yes.
Yes, who killed Jack Ruby? Cancer, says Charlie. Watch it. Apologies for being late, says Joe. Never apologise, Joe, as long as you're here. And finally, question number 10. Who in December of 1955 was arrested for refusing to give up her seat to a white man in Montgomery, Alabama? It was, of course, Rosa Parks. Although, funnily enough, there was a woman who did the same thing about a week before.
Yeah.
But she wasn't as famous.
No. Just to point out on Abraham Lincoln and JFK, one actual real link to them. America doesn't own its own money, whereas we in the UK have the Bank of England, which is the government owning our money supply. In America, it's actually owned by the Virginia Company. It's a private company that owns all American money. There have been 2 presidents in the whole of US history who have tried to change that and take it back into government, to put it into government hands. One was Abraham Lincoln and the other was JFK.
Christopher Reese says, question number 5 was too flaming easy. Fort Knox, says Kathleen Herman. That's where the US gold depository is, isn't it? I think it might have moved, though. I always thought it had moved from Fort Knox.
Yeah, basically because of the Bond film, too many people now are wanting to nuclearise it.
Kieran's in charge of the score, she said Kim O'Shea. Just the important things to the favourite son. 14 for Jackie, Claire got 15, Fiona got 16, Danny got 18. Well done.
Does that mean we're going to get our honest answers against them? Scores against them?
Indeed. Right then, so let's jump into your next round, round number 2.
And round number 2, what would that be?
It is 16 for Joe. Well done, Joan, on your own. It is very loud. My apologies.
Laura said, we got 14. I said pesky too, and Noah corrected me. I love in the Strong household how the boys keep correcting their parents with the answers.
Also, how does Noah know about that? Shouldn't be watching Peaky Blinders. It's very, very adult. Okay.
Is it?
I don't know. I've never seen it. No, it's because he's thick, says Danny O'Shea. Oh, look at that. Oh, another one. Okay, so all want hobbies and pastimes. Anything that considered a pastime is on here. Okay, I'm going to do you odds for this one.
Read it out. That really got me, that one.
Danny, you're so jealous, says Kim. Joe says Gangster scored 20. Well done, considering you were late. And Charlie Grant says, I thought we already had round 2. We did. Right. So
this is round 2, part 2.
Electric Boogaloo. What was the spring-loaded pole with a fixed pedal on either side and propelled by bouncing up and down?
This is a family show, please remember.
Apparently it's in an advert, says Laura. Yeah, I like this story. Jacob Quigg said, moving on.
Question number 2.
I like the bouncing question, said Charlie Grant.
In the computer game classic Mario, what does the titular character jump on at the end of each level?
Thank you from Karen for your donation. Much appreciated, Karen.
Thank you.
Did we get that one? I think Chris said, like the new shirt. Thanks, guys. I don't know who read that, but you get an extra cha-ching if I didn't.
Indeed.
Andrea was here on time, says Joe.
Again, that's just Queen of Random, isn't it? That's just a random comment.
Right on time. Kathleen says your mama. What? Oh, right. Jumps on your mama. Very good. My time to shine, said Danny O'Shea. It's me, your Mario. Number 3. How many finger holes does a recorder have running down the front of the instrument? 1 point for one either side. Thank you from Simon for your donation. Much appreciated, Simon.
Thank you very much.
How many finger holes does a recorder have running down the front of the instrument? 1 point for one either side. 2 points if you're spot on.
Spot on.
Spot on.
I can hear that.
I'm a loud drinker and eater. My girlfriend complains about it all the time. I've just got a very vocal gob, I don't know.
You're going to get comments on that one.
Just had a flashback to being forced to play recorder in school, said Kathleen. Nice to know that it's also on the other side of the pond. It's been forced upon everyone in school.
Yes.
My mum was very good at recording. She used to be able to listen to the tune and then play it straight away. Hello, Bobby did it, said Sharon.
Speak of the devil.
I know, and she will appear.
Question number 4. What is the name of the cosmetics line by Rihanna?
We often use Rihanna as an example of a one-named person, but what is the name of the cosmetics line?
You are really tonight.
I am every week. Just to make sure everyone has fun. Keep the spirits up, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of spirits, I need to call up the co-op and get that beer for Sunday. I need a couple of bottles of beer for Sunday.
You might need some beer for Sunday, apparently. Q4, don't care, says Joan. Don't use their cosmetic products then, that's fair enough.
She's very polite about you.
Question number 5. You keep my spirits up, says Danny? Do we? Number 5. What is the value of the letter C in Scrabble? A pirate's favourite letter. So what is the value of the letter C in Scrabble? Or, if you were here on Wednesday, quiz crosswords. Monday, not Wednesday.
Yes, we did Monday instead of
We
Wednesday.
did one off on Monday. Were you there for that one? Were you?
Look at me, we'd mentioned it online, we'd mentioned it in 2 previous quizzes, and people were still surprised about it.
I know.
Don't listen to us, I think they just read the screen.
Probably do. It probably have us on mute.
Yeah.
You bunch. Did you make up question 4? Oh my god. Pirate's favourite letters surely are. No, a pirate's first love is always the sea.
Question 6. In French cooking, which S is a dish of eggs, whisked and baked?
What is that?
What I haven't made for a long time. I might do it.
Sense?
Not a fluffy pancake.
A fluffy pancake.
Sorry, a fluffy omelette.
Fluffy omelette.
Which is where you separate the eggs from the whites from the yolks, and you beat the yolks up, and then you whisk up the whites, and then you fold the whites into the yolks. So all the air that's been put into the white then actually lifts the whole pancake, so you get a whole omelette, so it's more like a pancake.
Right.
Without flour.
Daniel O'Shea said it begins with S. It's surely. Question number 7.
On a map, what links... Oh, sorry.
Julia Childs, bacon pray it doesn't burn. Number 7.
Not like bacon.
On a map, what links places of the same height above sea level? Mark, you can't even cook bacon, Danny O'Shea.
I can. I cook it extremely well.
Well done.
Thank you.
One of the best puns I ever heard was I had a steak order at work, and someone went, I said the steaks have never been so high, and he went, steak puns are a rare medium. Well done. I was like, wow.
Question number 8. No, I realise what you're doing not.
It looks exactly how it sounds.
Alex Trebek. Okay. A fixture on American TV for 36 years, was the host of which game show? Was that 36 years on the same game show?
Yes. Before the pandemic hit, I didn't miss a day of it. I used to watch it every single time. How I watched it, I shan't reveal, but I did.
You'd be naughty.
Sailing the 7 seas, as it were. What did Alex Trebek host? OMG, Mark, you blasphemous idiot, said Kathleen.
Well, I said blasphemously.
Well, you didn't say Alex Trebek right. Obviously. Number 9. How many playing pieces are there in a standard basic set of dominoes? And just to make sure it's clear, this does not include extended domino sets such as 9s. So how many playing pieces are there in a standard basic set of dominoes? This doesn't include extended sets. Jackie hasn't got a clue.
Jackie's now speaking for Danny.
Well, there you go. Should dominoes be capitalised?
No, but it makes it stand out more.
Yeah, fair enough. Just thinking about it.
As it would be capitalised in the lower one.
What?
It's not capitalised in that one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And finally, question 10. What term is used to show that a piece of music should be played very loud? Is it fresco, expansivo, or fortissimo?
Yes, if referring to the brand name game. Is Domino's a brand name? Probably is. I know that rollerblades are a brand. If they're if it isn't the company that makes them, it's Inline Skates.
Yes.
Dumpster is also a brand name. And Xerox almost lost their patent to their name in the 80s because people kept saying, "I'll Xerox it," even though it wasn't actually a Xerox machine.
All right.
So yeah, you can lose your brand if you aren't careful. It becomes synonymous. Which is like being a victim of your own success, I guess.
Well, I suppose that's like the police and the police box, which is now actually legally owned by the BBC for Doctor Who, rather than the police forces of old.
Yeah, they came up with it, and weirdly they don't own it anymore.
No.
Right then, let's put that on there. We'll have a quick pop and look at the old felt balls, just so you can get it on there. Domino's is definitely a brand name. They're big in pizza history, says Charlie Grant. That's all you're getting. Right, I'll move that back one because... Put it on there. There. So there is the donate. And of course, there is Nicholas the Cow. Yes. Yes. Did you get that? The more you drink water, the drier your mouth gets. I'm having that today.
That's probably because of the hay fever. It's fleshing out moisturising up the back of your throat. You know, putting more moisture within it, so your actual the bit that gets affected by hay fever, it becomes more receptive to the pollen.
The more you know.
I haven't a clue, I'm just making that up.
Right.
But I think it might be true.
Fake it till you make it.
I'm sure Mr. Grunt will suss that out.
Yeah. Not sure if Cat Whiskers put their score in for first round, but if they did, sorry I wiped it out, says Bev, by mistake. Did you eat a lot of salt today? No, I haven't eaten a thing today, Kathleen. I fast most of the day.
It's working for you, isn't it? Your fast
Mm.
for losing weight.
I've lost 6 kilos, which is about 13 pounds. Just under
2.2, isn't it? So
yeah, just under a stone. I think I've lost since the beginning of June. Why would you say something like that, Charlie? Do you want a piece of the action? Oh my God, man! Christopher Reese, deep cut.
Shall I admit the chat line go a bit bonkers?
Mm.
Pineapple on pizzas. Lovely.
This is the man that puts applesauce in his omelette, so you can't really say anything about that, can you? You know? We even put it to a vote, and it was overwhelmingly that you're a weirdo.
That's why they tune in.
The people have spoken. Alex Logan says no in flaming letters. And your body needs water to transport the blood nutrients. You must be dehydrated. Well, I'll tell you, Kathleen. Today I've actually had 2,100 millilitres of water.
Over 2 litres.
Over 2 litres of water, and I'm still thirsty. Sorry, I meant like, oh dear, to Christopher Reese. Yes, because that was the bit of the your comment that was bad, Christopher Reese. Sam says no pineapple on pizza. No, said Laura. Pineapple in the fruit bowl, not on pizza. Did you know that pineapple has an enzyme in it which destroys your tongue? If you eat it and you get a tingly tongue, it's because it's destroying your tongue on a cellular level. We've got Brocco Lee, and I know who that's from because you're taking the mick out of me. I'm a pineapple pizza with salad, says Sue. With salad? Now, even Mark will say something about that.
I don't eat salad.
No.
I'd rather eat the rabbit than its food.
How do you know if Mark doesn't like a salad ingredient? Don't worry, he'll tell you. It's acidic food, said Kathleen. Yeah, I can't have orange juice. It gives me heartburn almost instantly. And that's why I can't have white wine either.
Well, it's acidic food, whereas young O'Shea is acidic fuel.
Well, you know, the weird thing is, you know, you have heartburn. Technically, what you should have is vinegar to neutralise it.
Yeah, because it's acidic.
Medically, to balance out acid in your body, you should change the levels of acid. But by having an antacid, you actually prevent it.
But vinegar's an acid; it's not an antacid.
Yeah, look it up. You are supposed to have vinegar for heartburn.
Charlie Grant, check it for me,
Happy
please.
birthday, Caroline! Big birthday for me today, playing along with my family.
Hooray!
Well, a very happy birthday to Caroline. You even get a screen of just me and Mark.
Yeah, it's a shame that Sarah is working. Otherwise, you'd probably get some extra points.
Indeed. So is rhubarb. Don't get your point. Sorry. Rhubarb is actually a vegetable. Yes, please. Hawaiian pizzas are great, says Linda. Did you know that Hawaiian pizzas were invented in Canada by a Chinese person? As he was trying to come up with something that seemed Australian. How weird is that?
There you go.
People who wish to try apple cider vinegar for mild reflux can mix between a teaspoon and a tablespoon of vinegar in a glass of water. Taking this before or after meals may reduce acid reflux symptoms in some people.
Sue Lawrence says, I like cooked pineapple but can't stand it fresh. Therefore, you have it on your pizzas.
Did you know that the fillet of fish in McDonald's was actually brought out for the Jewish Sabbath, as they're not allowed to consume meat? So they came up with two options. It was a pineapple burger and a fish burger, and obviously the pineapple got lost in obscurity. That's why there's a fillet of fish. It isn't for pescatarians, it's for the Jews. It's quite interesting. That could have been a factoid. I've ruined it, damn it!
Well, it could have been a quiz question.
It could have been, but I don't think anyone would have known that.
Yeah. I'm with Linda. She likes Hawaiian pizzas with pineapple.
Thank you for the wishes, and I'll take a rain check for Sarah for extra points, said Caroline. Maybe you'll actually get one. Maybe we'll allow it if Sarah doesn't go too crazy. Mark, have you ever heard of pineapple upside down cake? Said Kathleen.
I love it.
Tell you what though, I was always against Hawaiian pizza, and then I accidentally had an Hawaiian bit of pizza, and I was like, it ain't that bad. I won't have a whole one.
It's just that extra bit of juice that breaks out.
Yeah, but you like wet food. You like a baby.
True.
Chalk and cheese me, Mark, when it comes to food. I don't like anything. I don't like moisture of food. I don't like stews. I don't particularly like gravy. As a northerner, that's really bad. But yeah, not a fan.
Well, usually I ask for extra gravy when I'm ordering.
Dear. Right then.
On to
the answers. Bloody work, isn't it? It's behind me. There you go. Which past time is the answers? There we are. Right, let's go then. 2 points for all these. Right, so question number 1. The spring-loaded pole with the fixed pedal on either side being bounced up and down is, of course, the pogo stick. Or the pogo stick. Again, should stick be capitalised because pogo stick is probably the brand name?
possibly.
Or is it pogo stick?
I think it's just pogo stick.
Ah.
Mr. Grunt. Thank you. In Mario, he jumped onto, at the end of each level, a flagpole. Needs to be very careful. It could be painful.
Number 3. How many finger holes does the recorder have running down the front of the instrument? It's, of course, 7.
You can have 1 point for one either side.
Kim O'Shea says, I spent my whole life waiting to hear about your wet and dry food. We're not dogs, Kim. Sound like a cat. Yeah, exactly.
The cosmetic line by Rihanna is, of course, Fenty Beauty.
1 point for Fenty, 1 point for Beauty. As her fashion line is Fenty, but her cosmetic line is Fenty Beauty. That's all I've been told, I don't know.
What did she put on a washing line?
What?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Technically it's 9 hours. I don't know.
We'll just ignore it.
Holes. Yeah, we said technically it's 9 holes, but we said on the front.
Oh, 9 hours. Look, if you're going to be...
9 finger holes, the bottom 2 are doubles. We'll allow 9 then if you're going to be a pedant. I haven't got the patience. It's Friday. There are bigger things to worry about. you can have 9 or 7. But if you do 8 or 10, that ain't gonna work like that.
You realise they're picking holes in our questions.
Oh, good God. Then he says, I was right.
Yeah, because you never got beyond a recorder, did you?
Yeah, 9 holes or 7. If you put 7 or 9, it doesn't matter. So the value of C...
He's probably still playing it now.
In Scrabble. Tell Frank to sod off, says Beth. It is 3. 3 points for a C. You don't like the I was right, says Danny. No, we don't.
But it's not the fact you were right, to be honest.
I mean, that's just an unpleasant side effect.
In French cooking, the S, which is a dish of eggs, whisked and bake, was a soufflé.
Danny says, at least I know the right answer, Mark. Fair enough, you got us there.
But yeah, because even at your age, you're still playing the recorder because you can't do anything else.
Number 7. On a map, what links places the same height above sea level? It is, of course, the contour. The contour. Tells Frank to start off because he's bragging now.
Alex Trebek was a fixture on the TV show Jeopardy. What is Jeopardy? Well,
basically, it's a quiz show where you answer questions, but all your answers are phrased like a question.
Oh.
So it could be, I was assassinated in a theatre. Who is Abraham Lincoln?
Right.
We've got unread messages from Danny O'Shea. Well, I don't want to read it. Why are people bother about 7 or 9 holes? Just give yourself the points anyway. Who knows anyway, says Debbie. Fair enough. You know, you need to have some sort of structure. Isobar is the contour on a map, says Joe.
Oh, no, isobar is not on a map. On a map, it's a contour. Isobar is pressure, not how did we phrase it?
A line connecting points of equal atmospheric pressure reduces sea level on maps.
Not what we asked for, which was
links the place of the same
height. Isobar is pressure. Contour is height.
There you go. Moving on to question number 9. How many playing pieces are there in a standard basic set of dominoes? There are other brands available. It's, of course, 28. 28 pairs. 28 pieces, sorry. Not pairs.
Never eat pairs.
Oh, good God.
And always be kind. And never grew.
You have to answer what is. Kathleen, Jeopardy isn't played in England. Just isn't. Not on any TV channel.
Which is why we don't do it as a TV game show.
No. I like it, but I'm one of those people who likes American stuff. Debbie Logan, they like a bit of banter, says Kim O'Shea. Like a bit of the old bants, don't we?
Can't get a better bit of butter on your knife.
Yes, cheeky bit of bants down at the old Nando's.
And finally, the term used to show a piece of music should be played very loud is fortissimo.
Fortissimo. Fortissimo.
Which is why the piano is called piano, because it is piano forte, meaning soft and loud.
The more you know.
You didn't know that?
I think that's why it was called pianoforte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call it piano because its real name is pianoforte, because it's for quiet and loud. You can play it both ways.
Yes. 16 for Claire. Joan got 16 again. I think we have found out who the brains of the operation is, Joan. We wish Mike the best, but I think we need to have a new team captain. Alright, let's get back to there then, and I'm going to pause the old music.
We've done that one as well, haven't we?
Yeah, isn't that done? Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Well, that's just embarrassing. Right. 13 for the Rubber Ducks. 16 for Fiona. I don't know if I said that one. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Good. Don't forget, you have until the recap of round 4 to get your felt ball guesses in. Let's have a quick look at the score sheet as it stands. There we go. We do have...
Yeah, all it is it's just the fire-breathing rubber ducks. Everybody else has put theirs in.
As always, if you do want to put your felt ball guess in and your team name, but you don't want to put your points in, that's perfectly fine. You can just put your team name and your points, your felt ball guess, and we'll just count your guess on the screen.
Oh, what's the font that the redheads are using? It's quite distinctive.
Montserrat.
Montserrat. I like that.
Okay. 16 for us is Debbie. We've gone all white. All white at the back. There we go.
We're all white.
Okay then.
On to round number 3.
Which is... Gangster Score 18, the bloody Isobar Nolux, said Joe. I mean, that's a brand new sentence right there.
Who did this round?
No, I got rid of the wrong one. Yeah, it is round 3. We've got so many round 2s tonight.
It's that gremlin maker.
Yeah. You blighter, you bugger.
Cornish...
Pasty.
Yeah, you Cornish pasty. You.
Yeah, you Cornish pasty. Right then. So, as always, you can ask you the question. You'll get 4 possible answers, A, B, C, or D. You have 30 seconds to write down what you think the correct answer is after the answers appear. After the 30 seconds, we'll take away the wrong answers, leaving the one remaining correct answer, and that is worth 2 points if you're correct, 0 points if you're wrong. Who's going to give you points if you're wrong?
Sarah.
We're not a charity.
Sarah would.
Also, I can't hear you. Do not have sound turned up, so you can't tell me I didn't get 20, says Sarah. Cornish pixie, says Linda. Indeed. So far, the only round that hasn't been labelled round 2 is round 2. I wish that was intentional.
I think that's going to become a meme.
I wish that was intentional. Right, I'm going to do evens in this round.
I'm going to do odds then.
There's no general subject for this one. It is just a general knowledge. There's nothing specific.
So, question 1, just to get you started. What company launched the Galaxy S20 smartphone in 2020? Was it Nokia, Samsung, BlackBerry, or Apple?
Time starts now. Cornish pixies?
And that's enough for talking badly about him.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's take away the wrong ones. It is not Nokia or BlackBerry. It is, of course, Samsung.
Samsung.
In fact, we'll do a bit of a poll. I need to upgrade my phone. Once I can get working, I need to upgrade my phone because it's a bit dodgy. I'm currently on Apple. What model of phone should I get?
Did they still even make blackberries, says Kathleen? I don't know. I don't know.
They do in the garden.
Right, moving on. Question number 2. This is going to get rid of Kathleen's knowledge on this one. What is the traditional topping on a Lancashire hot pot? What is the traditional topping on a Lancashire hot pot?
Your mum will know this.
She's even playing. Is it breadcrumbs, dumplings, mashed potato, or sliced potato? iPhone SE 2020 is simply the best value. Well, I've got a Samsung S21 Ultra and I love it.
What are these foldy out ones? Are they any good? Or will they just get ruined in time?
It's a fad. Samsung S21, great camera and huge screen.
Yeah, but I don't want something that's too massive in my pocket.
Get the Samsung SE then. Sorry, Kathleen. Very exclusatory there, but also he gave you the Jeopardy question, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. Samsung all day, every day. I would go with the same thing. The only problem is Mark has been an Apple user for the last, 10 years, so...
I'm a bit more than that.
Phone for Mark is 2 empty cans and a length string. Bring you to the 19th century, says Roy Dunstan.
See, that's what... See, I told you they didn't have telephones in Cornwall.
Oh, I know. Right.
They're still using cans and string.
It wasn't breadcrumbs or dumplings. It was sliced potato on traditional Lancashire hot pot. If they're putting mashed potato on, tell them to sling the rook, because that's rubbish. Don't be doing that.
Yes.
Yes. Moving on.
What sport's name translates to the gentle way?
The gentle way.
Is it judo, jiu-jitsu, kung fu, or karate?
What on earth? Sliced potato, says Kathleen. You won't understand, you Yanks.
It's wonderful.
Love a dumpling though, says Joe.
Queen of random.
Love a dumpling. Linda has said Samsung S20. Yeah, Samsung SE would be about the same size as your iPhone.
Right, is that an S20?
That's an S21 Ultra.
Ooh.
Right then.
Let's take away the wrong ones. It's not jiu-jitsu or kung fu, it is judo.
It is judo.
Mm.
Right then, moving on. Question number 4. Question number 4. You absolute div. I know that your curry is not the same as curry here, says Kathleen. Well, England is the curry capital of the world.
And
Sorry,
created
India.
it,
Sorry,
basically.
India. Yes. Right. Only by the Night was a 2008 album by which rock band? Was it Green Day, Kings of Leon, Keane, or Franz Ferdinand? From Sarajevo.
Having a curry in England is on my foodie bucket list. Well, there's 2 places that are very associated with curry as best curries in the UK. One is Birmingham and the other's Bradford, or Bradford as they call it.
Surely curry capital will be India.
No, because it was never called curry over there. It became curry over here.
Did it?
Mm.
Oh. Right then. So Only by the Night was a 2008 album by which rock band? It was not Keane. It was not Franz Ferdinand. It was Kings of Leon. Kings of Leon for number 4.
And the most popular one, chicken tikka masala, most popular English dish, was actually a British invention because it didn't have the sauce with it.
Right, there you go. I have seen 2 of the 4 bands in concert on this list of Kathleen.
You can see Tom Jones if you play your cards right on Monday.
Which Kathleen lives in America, so that'd be very hard.
Well, you could still get fly over.
Yeah, just fly over if you've got a few £1,000 spare. Right.
If you have, can you put a little bit on the paper? Question 5. What specifically for Kathleen, I think this one is. Columbus is the capital of which US state? This crosses out the hot pot now, doesn't it? Is it Arkansas, North Dakota, Ohio, or New Jersey?
of Indian food in this country is not available in India, says Roy. Nope, I'm poor, I work at a school, says Kathleen.
A lot of food in Britain is not available in Cornwall.
It seems. Sam says, korma is my favourite curry. There's nothing wrong with keeping it safe. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, there is. It's got coconut in it. I don't like coconut.
I don't like coconut. Right, go on, take away the answers.
Okay, let's take away the wrong ones. It is not Arkansas. It's not North Dakota. Ohio. It is.
Ohio it is. Oh, hi. Oh. Right, moving on. Question number 6.
I like this question.
Number 6. How many ships were in the Spanish Armada of 1588? Is it 130? Is it 230? Is it 330? Or is it 430? Roy says, we have the best food. That's subjective. Have you ever had a dinky pie from Haywood? Oof, tell you that's the best food in the world.
They have the best food. Well, when you live off pasties.
Not like a Cornish pasty though.
That's what I mean.
You can even get a full meal of a pasty. They make ones that have dessert on the other end.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's because they're lazy.
My state means many rivers in Iroquois. Iroquois. Oh, hi, oh. Again, I don't like fresh coconut, but can eat it if it's cooked, says Sue. You're a weird one, aren't you, Sue?
No, she's good. I'm the same with tomatoes. I don't like fresh tomatoes, but as long as you cook the hell out of it, like on a pizza base or something like that, I'm fine.
I love tomatoes. My favourite food is tomato. Right, how many ships were in the Spanish Armada of 1588? It wasn't 430. It wasn't 330. It was only 130. Dinky pie is just your size, Alex, says Roy. All right, takes less to make me full. Whatever, mate. I'm more economical, so whatever.
I think you've hit a nerve there.
I don't get annoyed that I'm small. I've been small all my life. Iroquois. There we go. Thank you very much.
Can you... The artist Hieronymus Bosch was of which nationality? Was he Greek, German, French, or Dutch?
Jill says tomato sea salt sandwiches are my favourite. My favourite thing is a cherry tomato, flaky salt on top. Oof. A couple of years ago I grew tomatoes in the garden and every day I'd have like maybe 10 or 15 of these with salt on.
Well, any fruit growers out there on fruit trees, are you finding that everything's delayed? The cherries on the cherry tree are still not ripe, and it's normally, we have those in the second week in June.
Maybe I should do pronunciation hints for Mark, says Kathleen. Doesn't matter, because sometimes I'll put it on the sheet and he'll still read it wrong. Billie Eyelash.
Kathleen, when it comes down to it, I'm with Winston Churchill, who said it was an Englishman's inalienable right to pronounce foreign words in any so which way he chooses. And if it's good enough for Winnie, it's good enough for me. Here endeth the lesson.
Thank you for coming to Mark's TED Talk.
So let's take away the wrong ones. He wasn't Greek. He wasn't German. He was actually Dutch.
Dutch. Speaking of Bosch, if you like police crime dramas that take place over one series, Bosch on Amazon. It's superb. Tonight's meme is sent, says Charlie Grant. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Salt makes tomato sweet and juicy, says Joe. It does. I love it. Oh. Number 8. What does it mean to spill the tea? What does it mean to spill the tea? Is it to make a mess of your life? Is it to gossip being shared? Is it a euphemism for something unmentionable? Or is it accidentally losing some drugs? I'll allow it if you have a cigar hanging out of your mouth, says Catherine. Then he sent a meme as well.
Well, we ain't going to show that though.
Churchill was talking about foreign words, not English ones.
If they're American, they can't even spell, let's say.
Be very careful. Tom Jones in Brighton, Wednesday the 15th of September, says Linda Oliver. Everything is delayed. My tomatoes have only just started flowering, says Maria. How annoying. Blooming global warming. Right.
If he's in Brighton, I'll see where it's... Do you know where he's at, Linda? Because it might... If it's not Concord 2, it might be worth bringing your grandma down. My mum.
Number 8. So what does this mean to spill the tea? It is not make a mess. It is not euphemism. It is gossip. Spill the tea, sis. Spill the tea. Yas, queen.
Who voices the character Duke Kaboom in Toy Story 4? Is it Vin Diesel, Dwayne Johnson, Bruce Willis, or Keanu Reeves?
I do have some good news. Even if you can't crap over, I'm going to be working as 1-1 sending teaching assistant. Well done, Danny. Jokes aside, congratulations for your new job. Now we'll resume taking the mick out. Spill the beans, says Claire. That's the old way of saying it, sis. Spill the beans, not the tea.
Does that mean the students are going to teach him?
Well, we're going to try and be nice to you, Danny, but it didn't work. Special education needs, says Charlie Grant. Well, there you go.
Oh,
I didn't know
that's
that.
actually really clever.
I didn't know that. Well done.
Indeed. In all seriousness.
Drag race, spill the tea, said Danny O'Shea. Right.
Let's take away the wrong ones. It is not Vin Diesel or Dwayne Johnson. It is Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. And finally, question number 10. What is the... Ow! Stop doing that. What is this guy's name? What is this guy's name? Is it Mark? Is it Larry? Is it Tom? Or is it David? Kathleen says, hey now, I'm a special education secretary. Kathleen. Brighton chalk, said Linda.
Oh, that's possible. We'll try for it.
Amazing. All your students will be saying, can't believe that Ed Sheeran's teaching us. Can't believe it.
Take your guitar.
Yeah, what's he doing working here? Right, so what's this guy's first name? He is not Mark. He is not Larry. He is, in fact, Tom from MySpace.
If you remember that.
Yes.
In days gone by.
If you're 35 or under, then I think everyone in the world would have seen Tom from MySpace. That goes on my... Right, there you go. Good stuff. Careful now.
I've got the other ones to go yet.
Oh, don't... You know someone's
It actually boomeranged round, that one.
Okay, let us know what your score was in that round then.
Indeed.
They'll be saying, oh my god, you're smarter than quiz, actually, says Danny. Nah, don't say it. Don't say it, mate. Can't say it.
Right.
We thought it was you, Mark, says Bev. You need to put your spectacles on. Okay. So, let's have a quick look at those memes in just a second. Right. And also, have a quick look at those scores. So Laura said, okay, let's pretend that round didn't exist. Next, Claire got 16, Danny got 18, Debbie got 18, Fiona got 10, Gangster's got a full marker.
While you're chatting away, I'm just going to nip next door for a second.
Wonderful. Tell them hi.
I will do.
Right, good stuff. So everybody's got their score, their felt ball guess on the screen, which is fantastic. So we'll get moving with that one later on. Good stuff. Go back to there. Next round is number 2, said Roy. I wouldn't put it past us. Okay. So don't forget, the team that gets closest without going over with that felt ball guess gets 3 points. 2 points for second closest, 1 point for third closest. 5 points if you are spot on. And if you are just one ball over, you get nothing. Because that would be boring, wouldn't it? Right. Put that music back on for just a sec while we're waiting. What round are we on now, says Joe? Everyone's a comedian, aren't you? Everyone's a blooming comedian. It's been a long week. Yeah, so next week we're getting everything prepared for going back to quizzes. So we're going to sort all that kit out. Resuscitate all the old microphones from our storage locker. I was a SEND teaching assistant for 15 years. Very rewarding job, says Jackie. Good luck to Danny. Yes, we're going to wish you all good luck with that job. Making a difference. Those that can do, those that can't teach. Right. I like Danny O'Shea's meme there. Oh, for God's sake, Charlie. Oh, dear.
What have we got?
Well, we've got Charlie Grant's meme tonight.
I like that one. I really like that one.
Fair play to you. I like that.
And what? And the oiks?
The oiks. We got this one, which is from Danny. Which is be kind to everyone except to Charlie and Danny.
See, even Batman knows.
Then O'Shea, don't duct tape the students to the chair. Yes, solid advice, that. Okay, let's move on then to round number 4. It might be round number 2, who knows?
The seat's just in a hole in my shorts.
Oh my god. I'm going to wreck the joint.
At least the camera's not being nudged.
That's true. Lovely shelf up there now. Right then.
Not bad what you can get for a 16 quid shelf.
I know, home base, really knocked out of the park. Right then. On with round number 4 or 2.
Mark Dig predicts that round 2 gates would end up as a meme, so I had to oblige.
Self-fulfilling prophecy there.
Indeed.
Right.
What are we doing? What are you giving me?
I'm going to do odds.
Apparently I'm doing evens. Let's have a look down, see what I can't spell.
Now look at that one. We're lucky he doesn't actually have the round number on that one, so we're okay. Skin of our teeth. Right then. Question number 1. A nectarine is a cross between which 2 fruits? For 1 point each. A nectarine is a cross between which 2 fruits?
I know how to pronounce number 2. So
Good stuff. Good stuff. I couldn't be a teacher. I haven't got the patience. I'd end up getting sacked on my first day. It doesn't need a round number. We all know what round it is, says Charlie Grant. 2.
I did teaching as my work experience when I was in my last year at school. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was the first ever year that didn't graduate.
Shut up.
Round 4, if I had to guess, to Christopher Reese. Well, I mean, track record hasn't been too good for us, has it?
Question 2. In which Scottish city is Barlinnie Prison?
One for the Scottish contingent. In which Scottish city? There you go.
Some of them have probably been in there.
Oh! Hey-oh! Danny's very nervous about starting. Just be yourself, Danny. And then you'll find a new job next week.
Question number 3, Alex.
Question number 3, Mark. Who played the medium Oda Mae Brown in 1990's Ghost? Because my granddad used to tell me that was the last film he ever saw at the cinema.
How many times did he tell you that?
All the time. I probably said it too many times on the quiz, to be honest. If necromancy is dealing with the dead, then what does that make nectarines a death fruit? Said Kathleen. Conspiracy. Again. Can I have a top up of some water, please? Not going to spill it this time.
If you trust me. That's going to have them all rushing to the toilet now, that sound.
You only half filled it, so that'll do.
Well, I didn't want to overfill it this time.
That's fair enough. Mind blown to Danny O'Shea.
Not like yourself, who basically pours it all over the desk.
Whatever, it happened once. Number 4.
Question 4. Oh, I like this one. One I think's obvious, but what's the other? 1 point each. Name the 2 professional football teams who play at St James's Park.
Danny O'Shea said, I never want to see your face that close up ever again. Well, now you've said it. Hi. Oh, that looked horrible. Kathleen says, I haven't seen any movies lately. Hey, because she's a ghost. Yeah, very good. Very good, very good, very good.
I just realised we've got music. It's very quiet music.
Well, it sounds very down.
Alright. Sports, says Kathleen.
That was a minute. That was less than a minute. I know it does look horrible. Way, says Danny. Whatever. Ugh, sports, says Kathleen. My thoughts exactly.
I'm going to nip out for a second.
Goodbye.
I'm not going to mute for a second.
What sport are you dipping out? Did you see the bald patches, right? I don't have a bald patch. You're a liar. It'll be a boy aged 5, says Danny O'Shea. Oh. Question number 5, funnily enough. Number 5, which 16th century scientist proposed that the Earth orbited the Sun? Surname only for this one you need. Kerry Hughes says it's coming home. Oh. We're hopeful.
I actually had an email from the milkman firm because we get milk delivered, and they're saying that on Monday it might be a bit late arriving.
Telegram says it Bristol County and Derby City. You know what, mate? I can and I will mute you. You absolute.
Indeed.
Sorry.
That was a bit strong.
I know it's past the watershed, but still, Charlie Grant, you are.
Question number 6. What word for a surprise attack originally referred to hiding in the woods?
Danny O'Shea says, Kathleen to Danny says, keep candy in your pockets and bribe him to work. Yeah, I guess so. I can't believe that's all that in a minute. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
We are piling on yours, Kerry, for cheese and biscuits, says Bev. Yeah. What time are you doing all that, Kerry? I'll come over for cheese and biscuits as well. Love a good cheese and bicky board. I don't know if I told you about that when I was at home for Christmas one time. My mum was talking about having a wine and cheese plate or a port and cheese plate, and she just called it a wine and port. I was like, you're missing the really important element there, Mum. There's the cheese. She was like, oh yeah, wine and port.
No, it's your mother. Wine and port.
Yeah. Number 7. True or false? Weir is a town in the county of Tyne and Wear. So Weir is a town in the county of Tyne and Wear. Is that true or false? Lemon drizzle, said Kerry Hughes.
That's a cake.
Yes. Lemon drizzle biscuits. You lot are strange.
It's got to be Jacob's crackers.
No substitutes, apparently.
No.
I like a nice table water.
Yeah, but they're not as good as they used to be. They changed the recipe.
Oh. I like table water. They're just thin and crispy. I like them. What are we talking about? Just go with the quiz.
Question number 8. Ooh. We've got 2 8s on the sheet, so I don't know which it is.
Well, let's just put it on the screen and do.
Which children's book character was told, your father had an accident there? He was put in a pie by Mrs. McGregor.
Mrs. McGregor.
I wonder if there are any Mrs. McGregors near where the O'Sheas live.
Couldn't tell you. We're finally meeting up this weekend, Bev and the Brainiacs, for the first time. Ooh. Take pictures, we'll put it on the next quiz. Mum likes lemon drizzle, says Bev. I mean, you could be having this conversation off YouTube.
Oh, it keeps things moving.
2, number 8, Gremlins at Work, says Roy. It's all your fault, Roy. I went to a town in England, Wales named Weir once, says Kathleen. Did you know?
I just went to an English town called Why.
Why?
Why did you do that?
Number 9. What tea is a type of crisp silk often used in formal dresses? Ooh. The hell did you just say about the O'Shea's mark, says Danny?
Pardon?
Wow.
Danny, how do you keep an idiot in suspense? I'll tell you tomorrow.
Kerry Hughes has just done a dab. And so did I.
Yeah, not me. I out, don't you?
Yeah, like you with bloody paper throwing.
And finally, question 10. It is the one and only film question.
Well, it isn't, because there was that one.
Oh, right. Danny O'Shea. I did say I'll tell you tomorrow, Danny, as an answer. Anyway, which film? Boy and girl fall in love at the beach in California. Then they find that they're in the same school, Rydell High.
I really hate it when I get the punchline to Mark's jokes, says Debbie Logan. I mean, the best part is if it's a joke falls flat, we can still put a laugh.
I don't have one spot. Basically, it's a stat trait that we don't have male pattern baldness at all.
We're thin-haired, but we ain't bald.
No.
My granddad before he died, full head of brown hair. Full head of brown hair. How'd you keep Mark amused? Give him a piece of paper with PTO on both sides. I like it. Right then. That is your 10. We're going to jump...
Just because I insulted pasties, you know, I'm starting getting a lot of grief.
I can't, in good faith, insult a pasty. I love a good pasty. I also like that, the old Cornish mead. That went down a treat.
Oh, that was very nice.
That went down a real treat. Right then.
Also, the particular tin of Scottish haggis that we got sent, that was probably the best haggis I've ever had.
And it came out of a tin.
Yeah, well, it was still in there, but it was in a tin as well.
It was very nice. Uggy, uggy, uggy. Oi, oi, oi. Right. Let's jump into the recap. We're going to very quickly pop out just so we can tabulate your felt ball guesses, and we're back with you in just a second. We'll see you in a sec. Also, Claire, I'm not asking you to send it down, but what was the name of that, the sweet flavoured whiskey? I can't remember the name of it, but I really liked it. So if you could remind me of that one.
And also, I only just finished the whiskey and Seville orange marmalade. I'm not asking for this to come down, but it was absolutely really good.
Right, anyway, we'll see you in a sec. Athelbros whiskey liqueur. That was it. It's like the equivalent of Irish cream, but it's the Scottish version. Much nicer in my opinion. Right.
Speaking of liqueurs, there is a brilliant one that is Italian that basically is the taste of sherry trifle that they put into the gelato at the railway, which I will be having a week on Monday. Yay!
I like you did that. Nice segue, as it were. Right.
Well, I haven't talked about the gelato for quite a while. I'm really looking forward to it. It is actually... I know you think we're just saying it for the sake of it, but we're not. It is actually really, really good.
You don't pay us, honestly. Right.
Well, they do, but it's not.
Yeah,
we don't pay us to say that.
Right then. So let's do that felt ball guess. Team that gets closest without going over gets 3 points, 2 points, 2 away, and then 1 point for 3 away. You know what I mean. If you are but one ball over, you get absolutely nothing.
Is there one of those that I can... The ones I can do for my under-over bit?
I'll have to keep pressing it and unpressing it.
Yeah, that's alright.
Excuse me. That was unprofessional. I do apologise.
It was really.
I know. I wasn't thinking. Right. So we have Tommy plus 4, 1058.
Under.
The Fire Breathing Rubber Ducks, 1474.
Under.
Cool Swan is lovely too, says Claire. I'll have to look up that one. Next up, we've got Bev's Brainiacs and Cats, 1475.
Under.
14774. Why the hell is there a spectacled bear in here?
Under.
Ben likes eggs and burnt bacon, 1482.
Under.
Noski's Lone Servant, 1485.
Under.
Number 32, 1486.
Under.
1488 for the Hungry Hogs.
Under.
1491 for the Quizman and Her.
Under.
1492 for Jamie's Giants.
Under.
1494 for the Cat's Whiskers.
Under.
1499 for the Kernos.
Under.
1502 for Charlie Nodding Ant's Factory and a Portrait of Cock at Midnight.
Under.
Karina, I know I should have been doing a squeaky voice. I don't know why I didn't. 1503 for the Redheads.
Under.
1505 for the Gangsters.
Under.
LA Ladies 1508.
Under. And that's your lot.
And that is it. So let's put it on the screen. The LA Ladies have 3 points, the Gangsters get 2 points, and the Redheads begrudgingly get 1 point.
It's really done my throat in.
Oh well. We'll be doing it until Wednesday now, it's fine. Okay then, so there you go, there's your bonus points for that 3 teams. Without further ado.
Adieu.
Adieu.
And to you and you and you.
Adieu. Good day, sir. I said good day, sir. Right, back with that. Why? First time I get the ball point, says Danny O'Shea. Hey, you can have it, it's alright. Just as a little present for you getting that new job.
Yes.
But if you take the mick one more time, son. Right.
Need Jim.
You'll be going in the naughty corner. You have to learn from the experience.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get rid of that bit there and show that bit. Whoop. Right.
Let's go for the answers.
I'd rather you be nice to me from now on, says Danny O'Shea. Yeah, well, wants don't mean gets, do they?
So cruel.
If my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike. A nectarine is a cross between which two fruit for 1 point each. They are a peach and a plum. If you put plum in a peach, you get nothing. No, you don't.
Get 1 point for each.
1 point for each, though. Quit flashing the innocent, says Kathleen Herman. Everyone loves to see knickers.
Barlini Prison is in Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Barlini and Glasgow.
Who played the medium Oda Mae Brown in 1990's Ghost? It's, of course, Whoopi Goldberg.
You were telling me about her being in there and that someone was insisting on it.
Yeah, I think Patrick Swayze insisted that Whoopi Goldberg be in the film. They didn't want to put her in there. He insisted on it. So there you go. Also,
and she was absolutely amazing at it as well.
Fantastic actress. She's so good, in fact, that you don't notice she hasn't got any eyebrows.
Yes. Number 4.
Number 4.
Well, Newcastle United is obviously one, and the other is Exeter.
2 different venues called St James's Park. Was it a trick question? Were you caught out? Were you?
Was it close enough for the pasty lovers?
There you go. Next up then, moving on, number 5. The 16th century scientist that proposed the Earth orbited around the Sun, it was Copernicus. Copernicus. Has Mark done time in prison?
No.
Says Kathleen. Should have been. His dress sense, it's a crime in itself. Number 6. Number 6, go. Number 6.
What word for a surprise attack originally referred to hiding in the woods? It's ambush.
From the French embouche, which is from early Latin referring to putting something in the woods, such as an army. It's on day release, said Roy. Number 7. True or false? Weir is a town in the county of Tyne, and Weir, it is in fact false. It is a river.
Just like the Tyne.
So the words right out of my mouth, said Alex. Said Kathleen, sorry. Number 8.
Number 8. Your father had an accident there. He was put in a pie by Mrs. McGregor. It was Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit. He's not a frog, he's a rabbit. Number 9. Did you know there's a species of rabbit that doesn't, due to genetics, can't hop? So if it has to run away from predators, it goes on its front paws and walks on its hands. The type of crisp silk often used in formal dresses is, of course, taffeta. Taffeta for number 9.
And boy and girl fall in love and end up at the same school, Rydal High, is of course the one that you want.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's Grease.
Which I think Joan would have got because she loves Grease.
Yes.
So there you go.
She's usually on her elbows.
Yeah, she's throwing that ball all the time for Noski. You have to get a bit of elbow grease. Right then, let's do that. All gone. Magic.
All gone.
All gone.
As if by magic.
14 for Claire.
Yes. Stop rabbiting, please, says Christopher Reese. Joan indeed did get it.
I remember Joan.
Kathleen thought it was going to be a High School Musical.
Have you seen pictures of the dwarf cow called Rani? She's only 66 centimetres tall.
Yes, someone sent us a message on that. Have you not seen it?
I haven't seen it. I need to see this.
Someone sent us a message.
Sue Lawrence didn't even see this. Oh my god.
Oh, that's going to be a new one. We're going to leave that till Wednesday. We'll put it up on Wednesday.
You're so cute, oh my god. Candice just got 19, Fiona got 14. What was that? Right. I'll give you a couple of minutes now to get your final scores up.
Yes.
Look at that cow, it's beautiful. Okay.
Speaking of cows,
Uh-oh.
Glastonbury. They put the main stage, the pyramid stage, they put an application into the council to build the pyramid stage, which the council rejected. So they then put another application in for the same building and called it a cowshed because it was in the middle of the field. That got approved.
And that is Mark's soapbox, returning once again.
It's not a soapbox, it was a fact, actually.
Kim O'Shea says, have a good weekend to my favourite son, Kieran. Oh, God, that is brutal. Tonight's second meme is sent from Charlie Grant. Well, we've got to have that on then, haven't we?
Yes. We'll leave the cow till Wednesday.
Leave the cow till Wednesday. Oh, for Christ's sake. My little gammy tooth popping out as well.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Alex shows his next tattoo. I've already got one of those, but I won't tell you where. Thanks for the great quiz. See you Wednesday after Zumba, says Bev.
Danny says, Christ, bring back Mark's hacks.
Oh, you would never guess what happened. One of my friends, she was a photographer and she was then the tour manager for the fall before Marky Smith died. She was walking through Rochdale and I am not joking, who she bumped into? Only Lisa bloody Stansfield.
Did she?
Lisa Stansfield, and she went, Mark, it's me, your best friend, Lisa Stansfield. Remember when we did choir at school? Laura Strong said, 40 altogether, have a good weekend. The boys had to rock, paper, scissors each other. For question 2, fortunately Noah won. Well done, Noah. Tactical advantage. Right. I think anyone who's going to get the scoring is going to get the scoring because Kerno haven't even bothered. Kerno hadn't even bothered. I mean, Charlie in the Ordnance Factory's only done the first 2 rounds. Oh.
That's because the Colonels were too busy taking the mick out of me.
Yeah, too busy slagging us off. Claire Lennon, thank you guys. Have a good weekend. See you Wednesday. Thank you very much, Claire.
See you Wednesday.
And now you've told me the name of that whiskey, I'm going to have to buy some because it was bloody lovely.
Have you written it down?
I'll see it in the comments. It's like a you know, like you get dessert wines. That's like a dessert whiskey. Oh, fantastic. Right, yeah. Colonel haven't bothered.
Right.
Nil pois for
Nil
Colonel.
pois for Colonel.
For the Colonels. Right then. Do that. That and that. There we go. History of underpants, says Bez Brainiacs. How oddly specific. Thanks, guys. I did okay. I hope I have my partner in crime husband back for Wednesday, says Joan. Fingers crossed for you, Joan. Hope Mike gets out of hospital lickety split. When did this become a 2-meme affair? See you Wednesday, said Joan.
Indeed.
Okay.
I think we gave him too much to work on.
Indeed. Right. Here we go. Kerno, 0. 41 for the Hungry Hogs, 59 for Tony plus 4. Kerno are putting their scores in. I'm gonna wait for a second. I don't want to be cruel. Except if it's to Danny, obviously.
Well, no, they would have given us grief. I'll leave it out.
No.
They're cheating.
No.
They're putting false scores in. Carry on.
They must be. 25 in each round? Get
Yes.
out of here. Right. 20 plus 4, 59. Quizman and her, 60. 61 with the Cat's Whiskers and 5 Breathing Rubber Ducks. Friends a Kilo and Muskie's Lone 7, 62. Redheads, 67. Potricock at Midnight, 68. 69. Wall for the LA Ladies at number 32. 70 for the Ben Likes Eggs and Burnt Bacon. 73 for Jamie's Giant. 76 for Why the Hell is my Spectacle Bear in Here. 77 for Charlie in Ordnance Factory. 78 for Bez Brainiacs and Cats and the Gangsters. 79 points with a tactical 2-point bonus in your final round.
Excellent.
Well done.
Yes, and the Colonel's got actually minus 100 apparently.
Oh wow, that's a shame. Real shame.
Minus 100 for them.
Well, that's the way it goes. And we don't cheat, says Colonel. I think you do. You little liars, you little Cornish liars.
Yes.
Right then. As always, we will be back on Wednesday for another quiz. Make sure you do stay safe, keep your distance, protect the vulnerable. Make sure you exercise caution. Things are opening up, but do be safe.
Never eat pears.
And as always, let's leave you with a quote. And it's another favourite of mine from James M. Barrie. Always be a little kinder than necessary. Have a lovely weekend. Fingers crossed for England. We shall see you on Wednesday.
See you Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good weekend, Danny.